How do you deal with difficult in-laws in relationships and marriage? Can they be a deal breaker if they're really against the marriage?
They are not.
Yes, I come from a very nice family, even if I say so myself. Him, on the other hand, I'm joking, I'm joking. Not really, but in-laws. Which type? Mother-in-law or siblings-in-law? Because mother-in-law is a different category. But we're changing the narrative. We're changing the narrative. The new generation of Christians, very good mothers-in-law. If our daughters-in-law behave. So I'm joking. No. In-laws can be a deal breaker. A lot of times. But there's a God way, right? You can pray through it, but the most important thing is boundaries. You must have boundaries. So I always tell people, don't start what you can't finish. Okay? Don't, because you want to get married, ask your mother-in-law to literally move into your house. You do all those things, then when you not get married, think you're going to move her out. You can't do that. So you don't start what you can't finish. There must be boundaries. Second thing is, whoever has the parents must deal with the parents. So if his mom is giving me trouble, he needs to handle his mom. When she's not giving me trouble, she's my mom. I spoil and do everything. But you see, it's easier for you to handle your own parent. If your mom is annoying, you know you can tell her off. And she'll just say, you're being reasonable. But if you tell your mother-in-law off, it's a whole different matter. So if her son tells her off, says, back off, don't disturb my wife. She'll say, I don't like it. It's me you're talking to. Remember, I breastfed you. Like, mommy, leave it. And everything will be okay. If you try it and tell your mother-in-law, just back off. I don't know whether you see your back again or you just. So, to avoid the drama, I would say the owner of the parents should handle the parents. If it's siblings, of course, you guys should have boundaries. Make it clear to your siblings. You will not take any disrespect with your spouse. Also be careful of running to your family and exposing your partner. So when there's an issue, if you run to them and you make your partner look bad, when you guys have resolved things, they usually don't forget. They'll bring it up or try to make a mess of things. So number one, prayer, wisdom from the word. Number two, boundaries. I have a book, I didn't bring it. The latest book I have called One Man, 6 books in one. One of the books is on mentoring. And God taught me about how to manage my relationship with my mother-in-law through Ruth and Naomi. And so that's what Pascal was talking about earlier. I wish I didn't bring it. It would, if you read the book of Ruth, it would change your perspective. You really read it properly. You will see that Ruth and Naomi couldn't have been the easiest person to be with. She was mourning her 2 sons and her husband. And Ruth was a constant reminder. And they were going on that long journey. In fact, when she got home, one of the things, Naomi means graceful, and pleasant. One of the things was when she got home and they said, oh, our Naomi is back. Everybody loved her. They came out to welcome her. She said, don't call me that. Call me bitter, because life has dealt with me. So she must have been bitter all the way. I can imagine how every time Ruth maybe she's a reminder of my pain. And nobody likes the reminder of their pain. So she must have gone through a lot, but she stuck through it. She said, your God will be my God. There must be boundaries. If not, you won't survive it. Your marriage won't survive it.
And in closing, if it's a relationship and not a marriage already, like for instance, when my mother first met my wife, my mom was kind of hard on her and all that. Yeah, a lot of that day. I stood up to my mom and said, you will not do that. If you have any issue with her, talk to me. You cannot, yeah. So I made it very clear, that you can't talk to her like that. They are going to roast you. They are going to roast you. So that's what matters. Praise God.